Hey everyone, we are back here in the shop. This is kiodiekin. If you guys remember, a few months ago, Glenn's Retro Show sent me over his GRS arcade build. And so I've been looking at this, really haven't had a chance to really get around to it as far as putting it together because, as you know, I've been prepping the Orange Pi 5 image. I think we're on like beta 6, beta 7 now, whatever. But at any rate, one of the things I was skeptical about was, would this be compatible because of the DSI ribbon cable? And I've been playing with this now for about a good hour. Doesn't seem to be going through. Obviously, this is the one that came with the GRS arcade cabinet. That obviously works fine. But I'm having issues plugging it in directly to the Orange Pi 5, and that was one of my main concerns. I did try to order the Orange Pi 5 ribbon cable. Never showed up. That was a couple of months ago. So I'm going to have to try to order another one because at the time I could only get it from AliExpress, or I believe also through Amazon. Ordered it, and then about a month later said, oh, sorry, this item isn't available. So I will probably try to order another one, see if it comes through, and then see if it's capable. But as far as rotating the screen and everything else, there are some scripts in order to do that. That's obviously, for me, not the biggest issue. But it just took me some time to get around to it because this has the antenna leads on it. This would have to come out. And I picked this up the other day in the dark, and I thought I broke it. But fortunately, these aren't the solder type connectors. They just kind of crimp down and you just kind of spin them on to keep them in place. Because I just totally thought I ripped them apart, even though I had the case on here. So I had to disassemble the case, so I figured I would go ahead and see if the ribbon cable would work with this. I'll keep playing around with it. Maybe it's a slight, I'm overlooking it, but I am familiar with the Raspberry Pi ribbon cables. Obviously, those are, work, and the instructions and all the video reviews say these work for the Raspberry Pi. That's not an issue, but never tried it with the Orange Pi 5 to see if they use something a little different. And that is the connector there. Looks like there's two of them. I've tried both slots. I've been having issues with it. So I'll keep you guys posted if I come up with anything else, but wanted to keep you updated. And then, of course, we got the battery plugged in here. I'll probably start putting this together sometime next week or so when I get, some time to get to it. You guys know I've been busy with fireworks, got the RC cards and stuff, but this stuff is really, really tedious. Not so much as putting this together, but checking the image, PlayStation 2 working, making sure everything works the way that it's supposed to, making sure the controller drivers can work on the Orange Pi 5 in an ambient environment. List goes on. There's a lot of work that goes into developing not only a front end, but then, of course, to just taking the time out to make sure all this stuff works. So with that being said, I will catch you guys later. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll keep you updated. Make sure you follow some of my Facebook groups. I'm not sure if I'll make another video of this. If I do, I'll probably do a full assemble tutorial showing you guys how everything works. The image for something like this would be very, very simple. Now, I do know that, before I go, that Raspberry Pi 4s now are more available. You guys can check my previous video. There's a guy in the community selling about 10,000 of these. He has 1,000 right now. So he's selling those for about, I believe the price was about 80 bucks because, they are available. But, at the time when I was looking at this, with these boards being available for about 90 bucks, would these be a Raspberry Pi replacement? So as of right now, I don't really see that being feasible because I would have to make sure this ribbon cable could work, but that's a whole nother deal. But considering that this is working with the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, the Raspberry Pi 4, and also 3, and now you can actually get those. Amazon are selling those now again. I really don't see the need for anybody to go out of their way and buy one of these for $90. Or $120 or $150 just to use this with a GRS Build-A-Cade. Of course, this is something I will experiment with in the future and in the time just to see if this does make a connection and get it to work. But we do things here that makes sense, makes business sense, and considering that there are single board computers already out there at a very viable amount, and this is already working with the Raspberry Pi series as core. Of course, with several other single board computers, does it make sense to spend a lot of time, spending in development on this when Raspberry Pi 4s currently are available? So I'll keep you guys updated. Like and subscribe. Peace out. Bye-bye.